The Trump Organization is now facing its greatest legal and financial test of its entire corporate lifetime with this grand jury probe. And we're joined by a former Trump Organization executive vice president, Barbara Rez. She also wrote the book Tower of Lies, what my 18 years of working with Donald Trump reveals about him. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Barbara, I want to pick up on a point that applies to the last story with Mr. Gates and to the story of the Trump Organization. Dolly Parton and others have discussed the company you keep. What does it mean for Donald Trump that the company he's kept the longest, people like Weisselberg and his direct report, now may determine the future of the company in court?
Well, typically he always relied on his people to be loyal to the death, and they've said it. I mean, Cohen said it, Calamari said it. And I think that the way that Weisselberg has been conducting himself, it appeared that way, that he would stay loyal to Trump. But now I think the pressure's on, and bringing McConney is very interesting because I don't think McConney can give you anything on Trump. I think McConney can give you a lot on Weisselberg.
So you see what they're doing to the money man, Weisselberg, to Trump, is also what they're doing from McConney to Weisselberg.
That's what I see, yeah. Now, I don't know that
Let's look at... go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't know what they have on McConney in his position. I don't know that he is a participant in any illegal activity, but, it's so close that, you get a call from the DA's office or the prosecutor's office, you know what they can do, and it's got to be scary. It's got to be scary for him. So he's going to talk.
Yeah, and I think you make the interesting point. The lower you go down the chain in financial improprieties, which are what's under investigation, the more you may find that people don't know enough to have the requisite mental intent to break the law. For example, We've had experts walk us through on this program how if one person thinks they're putting in what they were told were real tax numbers over here, and someone way over there is putting in very different numbers for a different purpose, if those two people don't talk or meet, they're on different floors, if they're not incentivized to learn the real truth, they may not be as easily indictable as someone at the top, a founder or a CFO who actually knows both numbers. Because you know Alan, take a look at him here when he was caught. One of the first times he's ever been caught by news cameras yesterday. Here it is.
I have no comment.
Do you feel pressure from Mr. Trump?
I have no comment. Sir, I have no comment. I'm going to pick up my grandchild to school right now. I have no comment.
Thank you, sir.
You know him. Does he look about the same or any different or too hard to tell in such a brief clip?
He's a lot older. I don't
Aren't we
think
all,
that
Barbara?
I don't think that he was as, rough as he appeared there. He was much more a gentle kind of person, talking, no comment. I think he picked that up along the way.
And here's Michael Cohen, another witness who's cooperating with this grand jury probe. Take a look.
Everybody lied for Donald. It wasn't just me. It was the entire company. It was Don Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Jared, Alan, you name it. The lawyers, everybody in the company lied for Donald because that's just the way the company operated.
Multi-part question to close us out, Barbara. Is that true in your experience? Did that include lying where it can be illegal? There's some lying that goes on in real estate, like it or not, but lying to the government regulators is different. And third, did you ever feel that pressure?
For one thing, sometimes people lie and they don't know they're lying. They know that, they're dealing with Trump and Trump says this and they'll go with that. No, seriously. I mean, because after a while you do. Initially, I believed him. I believed everything he said. I think that we had a little meeting of the mind, so to speak, when he asked me to sign off on something as an engineer that I didn't know anything about, and I said no. And I think at that point in time he knew that he wasn't going to, try to ask me to do anything. But I certainly do think that there are other people that would do what he said, knowing what he said was not necessarily the right thing, even borderline illegal. Cohen clearly is one. Calamari, I think, might have been one. Some of the things that he might have done for Donald. I mean, it's speculation, but based on, my knowledge of their relationship. Jeff McConaughey is an interesting guy. He's a very smart guy, and I don't think you could pull the wool over his head so much as, oh, this is fine, Jeff, this is fine, Jeff. But on the other hand, he dealt with Weissenberg. Weissenberg told him what he wanted him to know. He wasn't close to Trump.
Yeah. And that may be a gift to prosecutors in the theory of their case. If he's not that close to Trump, but as you said, he puts pressure on other people, he knows things, and he wants out of this whole thing. It's clearly escalating over there. We're learning a lot from people who've been there, which we value as witnesses. Barbara, always good to see you. Thank you.